Hey guys, welcome to Isaiah's Reviews, and if there's one thing I love more than a microbrewery, that would be a convention. And it's the third annual Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Convention happening in Huntsville, Alabama, the 24th and 25th of February. And I think Huntsville's in demand for something like that, so they want it, and hopefully they'll get it today. But we're going to check that out. I think there's two rooms. There's like an A and a B room, but jump on their website to get a good idea of the schedule and the layout of it. We're going to go check it out. 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, from 9 a.m. is the opening ceremonies on Saturday, and then it goes all the way to 5 p.m. and then on Sunday I think it's noon to 5. But like I said, jump online, check out the schedule to give you a feel for how it's laid out. And I kind of wish they'd do an app, so maybe that'll happen in the future so that you can have a schedule on your app. Oh, before I forget, Embassy Suites is right next door to the Von Braun. They're building another hotel, so they got options if you're out of town. And just like with any convention, your ticket price will always be the cheapest thing. It's always the hotel cost, always. But for locals, this is a great thing. For out-of-towners, it's always a terrible thing. No matter what convention you go to, you're paying out the wazoo for hotel. And also check out my playlist of places to go. I cover a lot of surrounding places around the Von Braun downtown Huntsville, so I give you an idea of things to do while you're visiting the convention. A lot of things are in walking distance, some are just a short ride over, maybe you can take an Uber, but everything's pretty close right there, so it's a great location. So I think you could really pack in a good weekend, stay an extra couple days, and really get to enjoy Huntsville. The end of the Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo 2018, and I thought it was good. It was great, actually. It was nice, small, hometown kind of vibe, kind of feel, with not a lot of people there. I've gone to bigger conventions, a lot bigger conventions like Dragon Con. Can't even breathe, move, elbow to elbow, lines a mile long. This was so nice. Like, you could just go right into the panels and watch. And you got three types of people that goes to conventions. One that just likes to walk and shop the vendors and stuff, that really doesn't go to the panels. The other that likes to dress up, showcase their outfits that they've worked on so hard, and really just mingle with ending and stuff too. And the third person that likes to do that all that and hit all the panels as much as possible, like make schedules out in advance. I'm the third person that likes to make those schedules out in advance. This was kind of a no-brainer, easy 2-room kind of thing, so you could just really bounce back and forth without having to miss anything important, because there's only 2 rooms, and most of the bigger things takes place in the A room or whatever, like the one main room. And then there's other little side things, but mainly there's just 2 rooms with the big room where all the stars go to. So I just hung out there, got to really get to know some of the people, and it was great. Also, Johnny, the Black Ranger, was there, and so was Austin, the red one. You had Hercules was there, which Kevin Sorbo, which was a great guy. And you find out so much through those panels. You should really take the time to visit panels if you go to conventions, because you're really missing out on getting your money's worth. Johnny, first voiceover, which he does voiceover work now, and he's got like his resume is like a mile long, but he did Akira was his first movie, and so I got it was pretty cool. I got it in my bag, but I got a hand. I got commissioned a piece of artwork to Akira where he's walking away with his bike crashed and stuff, but I just got Akira. The poster cover kind of, and getting him to sign that was pretty awesome, because you're getting an authentic one piece that you're never going to have again, and then him signing something. So that combination is something that will never exist, and that beats grabbing those photos that he has just sitting out. Something unique. For me, I go to conventions and I go to the vendor sections looking for that unique piece, because 95% of the things that they sell is stuff that you can buy online, and there's some of that unique art that stands out, and I was able to find that. And there's some great local places to go to that's just walks away from the Von Braun Center, and one of those places would be Green Bus Brewing right here over my right shoulder. Pints and Pixels a couple blocks that way, and a lot of restaurants, but the main thing is they're all within walking distance. The good point would be getting those guys on board to offer specials for people that are going to the convention, so that you might get 25% off your order. If you come dressed up, you'll get a discount, and they may also want to host cosplay costume contests of their own at night or something at some of these bars. But the point is to progress, get the community on board and involved. But don't worry, you won't go hungry, because there are food trucks. Huntsville's popular for their food trucks, and they're there parked out front on Saturday. They wasn't necessarily today on Sunday, but they were there on Saturday, so you can get your munch on without having to walk too far. One of the things that they described is a 72-hour film festival. I love film festivals. This is what they print out, okay? You list the times of the panels, everything that goes on during a convention. They had advertised a 72-hour film festival in advance. It took place February 15th. You had 72 hours once they gave you the idea to turn around a film. I thought that was a great idea. We're giving you 72 hours from A to B, and that's film, edit, everything, 72 hours. Great idea, I loved it. But guess what? There's nothing on this sheet that said when they were going to do the award ceremony for the 72-hour film festival, when they were going to show the finalist or the winning film of the independent film thingy. So next year, Huntsville Expo, please make it a little clearer other than Facebook. You need to put on here the actual film festival. I went back and looked, and I did find that they had said on their Facebook page that it was going to be 7 p.m. Saturday night when they were going to declare the winner of the 72-hour film festival. But it should have been here, because if you didn't have Facebook, would you have known? You wouldn't have. And it needs to be clear. It needs to be put on their website. It needs to be really, honestly, an application that they have for Android and iOS that covers the bases of it all. But that's my only rant of the whole experience as a whole. If you're going to do something, make it really easy, accessible, especially that, because I love the film festival stuff. So in closing, I would highly recommend it. If you live close by, it's a no-brainer. If you're traveling from greater distance and possibly having to stay in a hotel, well, that's going to balance what's going to determine that is if the people that are here is someone that you want to meet. I think you can find some unique art pieces, so don't worry about that. 10 years down the road, this is their 3rd annual. This is the 2nd time they've done it at the Von Braun Civic Center. But 10 years down the road, what can we expect? Maybe a Huntsville EXPO parade around this beautiful lake here in the middle of Huntsville. Maybe that. Maybe an app, so you could schedule and see on the schedule, a live updated schedule on an app. That would be nice. And probably expanding into other parts of the VBC, which is the Von Braun Center, not Braun, but if I don't say Von Braun, people don't know what I'm talking about. So make sure to explode on that subscribe button and ding that dong so that you can catch my next convention that I go to, or place of interest, or product review. See ya.